It has finally come! The machines! They have taken our jobs!
A few days ago, GitHub CoPilot was announced, and it took the Twitterverse by storm because it looks so amazing. So it is an AI pair programmer, and you might have used ones like Tab9 or VS Code's IntelliCode or Kite. This one is a little bit different because if I replace this button here, check this out, if you start typing like this, it'll replace your entire function for you.
Soon, us code monkeys will be driven out and told to learn how to farm. But the machines, they have taken those jobs too! Only one more solution. We must merge. We must become one with the machine. They should have let us use CoPilot during the technical interviews. Do you know how frustrating it is to do an assessment and you don't know the syntax of something you can easily search up in a second? I took an assessment for a big tech company and they gave me a coding question to solve by myself, with no interviewer present. I got an answer, but one of my operations was too inefficient and I was getting a timeout error since it went on for too long. I wanted to sub out some code with a priority queue implementation, but my dumb brain couldn't recall the exact syntax that I would need to use the data structure, even though I knew exactly what I was trying to do. Needless to say, I just wrote up some comments explaining that, and I just took a nap. I had a similar problem when interviewing with Google on Google Docs. I had to override the comparator operator in order to modify the way the sorting function worked, and I naturally didn't know the exact syntax on the top of my head. At least since the interviewer was actually there this time, he was able to give me hints towards the syntax. Do you know how useful it would be if we had a little sidekick next to me to help me in those moments? One of the biggest complaints I got is the fact that technical interview coding questions are not reflective of a real on-the-job coding session. In a real job, I have access to the internet. Heck, even in an interview, I can explain and ask the interviewer for some tips on the syntax, and they will often put me in the right direction since syntax isn't really important. Thanks, Amazon. But what the hell do I do if there's no interviewer and we are expected to do this without using the internet? I want CoPilot. Don't waitlist me. Give it to me now. I wish to be cybernetically augmented, cyberpunk style. I love CoPilot. Give it to me.